Recently, I had an experience with someone. I had this little issue with a structure in my house and needed someone to fix it. After asking around, I finally found a repairman who was pretty good with his skill. During our conversation, he mentioned something about being broke and how some well-to-do personalities in an organization he was part of was finding it difficult to hire him, despite knowing what he was doing. Initially, I thought it could be a result of the business environment and other external factors outside his control. But at the end of our business deal, I discovered why he was in that condition. If you stick around to the end of this video, I'll tell you why, and it probably may not be what you think. Today, I'll tell you about 5 guaranteed ways to lose the trust of your customers in 3 seconds or less. It has been proven to work over 1,000,000 times, and the success stories are all around you. You may not need to look far to see proof. Number 1. Under-deliver. Under-delivering on the promises you made to your customers will make you lose their trust and money. But there are 2 predominant schools of thought on how to curb this. The first is the popular rule: under-promise, over-deliver. This is probably the safest solution out there. Over-promising and under-delivering is a potent poison that kills your customers' trust. The second school of thought is the one often preached by Grant Cardone, which is over-promise, over-deliver. His point here is to stand out in a world of fierce competition. You have to make bold promises and also back it up with a top-notch execution that meets your promises or exceeds the expectations of your customers. The summary of everything is to stick to the limit of your expertise and capacity. Number 2. Dismiss your customers' emotions. Nobody loves to be ignored and nobody loves to be taken for granted. You can take everything from humans, but you can't take away their emotions. Consistently ignoring your customers' complaints about your products and services is detrimental and can lead you to losing them. A good example of a company that takes their customers' complaints seriously is Amazon. In an incident that happened in 2009 when Amazon deleted some books from their Kindle app without the knowledge of their users, this led to a public outcry and Amazon quickly made a U-turn and apologized. After the apology, one of their users made this post: "Apologizing is embarrassing and frustrating. It's an open surrender that you screwed up once out of the thousands of positive contributions you have made to your customers." However, a solid, heartfelt apology is true representation that your organization cares about the needs of the customer. That itself speaks louder than any multi-million-dollar advertising message. It's therefore no wonder why Amazon is the leader in the industry. Number 3. A constant use of jargons. Jargons are special words or expressions used by a professional group that are difficult for others to understand. Now here's the catch. Unless you're a university professor or a PhD student trying to defend their thesis, always speak to your audience like they're a 5-year-old. In a famous quote often attributed to Albert Einstein, "If you can't explain it to a 6-year-old, you don't understand it yourself." So stop trying to sound smarter than you already are. Nobody really cares. They just want to understand how your product can benefit them. Confusing your customers with technical jargons will drive them to a competitor who speaks a language they understand. Number 4. Sucked communication. Every relationship thrives on communication, and the one you have with your customers is no exception. If it is a one-time service or product you offer them, keep in touch to know how they are using it. And if it's a progressive one, keep in touch to inform them of your progress. Black them out and they would come back. Number 5. Be unreliable. If you say you deliver your work in 2 days' time, don't make it false. I came across a video by Vosity Empire titled "How to Sell Anything to Anyone." I was super excited. I thought I was going to learn a new AI trick that has just been invented by Elon Musk. But he said, "The secret to selling anything to anyone is build trust. And how do you build trust? Commit to something, deliver on it, communicate it effectively, and make sure that everything you say you're going to do, you do it. And if you can't, that you communicate upfront. In a nutshell, do the simple things really well." Earlier on, I told you about my experience with a repairman. Now here's the conclusion of that story. The reason why I believe he wasn't making any significant progress and why nobody wanted to hire him despite being good at what he does was that he broke the last commandment I just mentioned. He was completely unreliable. If he tells you he will be coming around in the next 5 days, make preparations for the next 20 days. At first, I thought it was just an oversight due to circumstances beyond his control. But after multiple repetitions, even after I recommended him to someone, I discovered it was a habit and I made 2 quick decisions: never to hire him again and never to recommend him to anyone. Sometimes we are the architect of our lack of progress in business and in life. Therefore, avoid these trust killers and you will be unstoppable. Feel free to share your thoughts in the comment section and mention any additional trust killers you've come across. We'll be glad to know. So thank you for sticking around with us till the end. I hope you learned something new. To give honor to whom honor is due, today's video was inspired by Miss Judy Tamarachi, a social media strategist and marketer who has helped both local and international startups to scale their brands online. She focuses on helping B2B and SaaS startups to build and expand their social media growth. She has also written different playbooks on sales strategies and storytelling. To learn more about Judith and the services she offers, click on the link in the description box to connect with her on LinkedIn. But before you click away, don't forget to like this video, click the subscribe button and turn on the notification bell to stay updated with every new content we upload. Finally, please share this video with someone to help them transform their businesses. There's love in sharing, you know. It's just a mindset rehab thing. Just make it happen.